Om Tava Kathamritam Tapta Jivanam Kavibhiriditam Kalmashapaham Shravanamangalam Srimadaatatam Bhuvi Grananti Bhurida Jana Bhuvi Grananti Bhurida Jana. We are entering into the next chapter, 36. The Master's birthday. Sunday, February 22nd, 1885. Sri Ramakrishna was sitting on the northeast veranda outside his room at Dakshineshwar. It was about 8 o'clock in the morning. Many devotees, including Narendra, Rakhal, Girish, Baburam, and Surendra, were present. They were celebrating the Master's birthday, which had fallen on the previous Monday. M arrived and saluted him. The Master signed him to take a seat near him. It is Sunday, February. Birthday was previous Monday. A week has finished. The Sunday has come from Monday to Sunday. Sunday they are all meeting because it is holiday. All can come together and celebrate. Usually in the houses on the birthday, Hindus, they make the children or whose birthday is there, show a lamp, offer certain things, presents, food, fine dress and all that. They prepare him, make him sit, and with some beautiful songs, they show the lamp. The lamp is a sign of illumination. The light that illumines, when we show Arati, waving of lamp before the God, Arati, when we show it, it illumines everything. Suppose bad person is there, he is also illumined. Good person is there, saint is there, sinner is there, God's image is there, priest is there. All are illumined by a lamp. And this is the lamp that illumines the whole world and all beings, the Brahman. You are light, I am light. Light, everything is lit by light. If that light is not there, nothing exists. Even physical light is absent, you can't see anything more. Nothing is visible if there is no light. Everything is visible if light is there. If spiritual light is there, all the dimensions of nature which is inaccessible to humans, even through the scientific methods, can be viewed. So that light which illumines all things, the present, past and future also, is the light of God. So that light is waved to show they have no differences, have no good and bad understanding, right and wrong understanding. Don't label anything. Everything is God. When do we label? When there is things other than the one object. If only one is there, nobody will go and label it. I am alone and nothing else is there. I don't label myself. Like that, when varieties are there, when varieties dissolve in the divine awareness, what to label, what to criticize, what to comment, what to praise, all is one. The light of light is lighting everything. So this is the birthday celebration of the Hindus. So Ramakrishna, the light of lights, has come down to the earth in the form of human. And his birthday is celebrated by the devotees gathering together on the subsequent Sunday. Narottam was singing Kirtan. Sri Ramakrishna was in partial ecstasy. The subject was Krishna's meeting with his cowherd friends in the meadow. Krishna had not yet arrived. The cowherd boys were restless for him. One of them said, that Mother Yashoda was preventing Krishna from coming. Balai said in determined voice that he would bring Krishna with the sound of his horn. Balai's love for Krishna knew no bounds. The music went on. The cowherd boys and girls heard the Krishna's flute and were filled with spiritual emotion. Balai is Balram, his brother, Krishna's elder brother. And playing horn, just like bugle, the cow's horns, cattle's horns are made a small cut in the edge and properly tuned to make fine sound. Usually in Shiva's hand sometimes we see that, or be tied by the side on the waist that makes sound. And Krishna's also. We see Gwalas, the cowherd boys, often carry these things. It's a call for the cows, we have to go now. It's a call for the friends, we join now. Just like bugle or a whistle that calls everyone. So, some boys are telling that his mother is not allowing, but Balram, his elder brother, said, now I will make him come. The call goes and comes. And each has a particular sound, like each sound of the conch can be clearly distinguished from one person's blow and another person's blowing. And whose sound it is, the moment the Panchajanya is blown, immediately they understand it's Krishna's. Bhishma's. Each one has his own conch or conch. They blow. In Bhagavad Gita, the first chapter begins with that beginning of the war. When Bhishma blows, everyone starts blowing. You can distinctly, oh, he is blowing, he is blowing. From the sound you can hear. Panchajanyam, Rishikesho, Devadattam. One by one, all the names, they have named their Shankha also. Similarly, Krishna's flute. So many flute players are there. When Krishna plays the flute, it is distinct from all others. As if Heart is flowing through the flute, making the sound. It is not air that is flowing. It is heart that flows through the Krishna's flute. The cowherd boys and girls heard Krishna's flute and were filled with spiritual emotion. Physical emotion, all people in the world, especially when the love aspect is brought into picture with reference to love, all get physically emotioned, mentally emotioned, and they are filled with emotion which is superimposing or is from the outer heart, feeling heart. Spiritual heart is different. Physical heart that pumps blood, feeling heart that feels loneliness, suffering and all. This feeling heart, beyond this is eternal, unchanging source of our existence, which is one with the Absolute, that is spiritual heart. When anybody calls, when a child is suffering intensely, mother is emotionally filled. I saw a child which had fallen in boiling water and it was immediately taken out, but whole was baked, and in the hospital I saw that child. His mother is restless. How she is suffering. Her heart is as if squeezed and the grief is coming out. Now imagine all this intense pain that she is feeling or the emotion upset she is undergoing is only at physical level, at mental level, at the feeling heart, never the spiritual. The spiritual emotions are where the bodily identity is suppressed. Spiritual emotion comes means he doesn't have body. He is in a different world of divine love, world with a body of love, a spiritual world where matter doesn't exist, where differences do not exist. Spirituality and divinity and pure love, these are the three places where you will not find division, departments, separations, nothing you find. Which divides, division won't be there, parts won't be there. It is one Purna. That Purnatva is experienced when they are in spiritual, that full absolute fulfillment of a soul in its pure existence. Atmananda is being felt. So they were filled with spiritual emotion. Suddenly, Sri Ramakrishna's eye fell on Narendra, who was sitting very near him. He stood up and went into Samadhi. Narendra is still a college studying boy. It is 1885 February. A year after, Sri Ramakrishna falls seriously ill with throat cancer, and he will slowly leave the Dakshineshwar and move to Kasipur Garden House. So it is, Naren is still a boy studying in college. He is moving towards his final examinations. And he is the one who is going to take the future responsibility, the whole burden of the jivas and to convey the Master's message to the world and to every soul. He has to present the Sri Ramakrishna place in their hearts. That's why Sri Ramakrishna's eye fell on Narendra. Sri Ramakrishna had brought him with that purpose of giving his message to the world, which is going to solve all human problems and individual problems to reach the transcendental. But the world is world. World cannot exist with unitary existence of either dharma or adharma. They two go together, but millions pass into the transcendental. Those who are suffering, those who are unable to bear the bondage of the world and pains and pangs, they will be made released and they will move in the spiritual path to God. So Narendra, who was sitting very next to him, he stood up and went into samadhi. He stood there, touching Narendra's knee with his foot. Regaining consciousness, he took his seat again. Narendra left the room. The music went on. Sri Ramakrishna touched him with his foot in samadhi sthiti. Sri Ramakrishna whispered to Baburam, "There is kheer in the room. Give Narendra some." The milk pudding is called sweet milk pudding is called kheer. After the kirtan, Sri Ramakrishna returned to his room. Tenderly he began to feed Narendra with sweets. It was Girish's belief that God himself had been born in the person of Sri Ramakrishna. Girish to the Master, "Your ways are like Krishna's. He too pretended many things to his mother Yashoda." He is comparing with Sri Krishna. Master, true. It was because Krishna was an incarnation of God. When God is born as man, he acts that way. You see, Krishna easily lifted the hill of Govardhan with his hand, but he made Nanda believe that he found it very, very hard to carry a footstool. How that now and then this is called concealment, tirodhana. Many things they conceal, many things they expose. Exposure and concealment. To some they expose, to some they conceal. Sometimes they conceal, sometimes they express. All the characteristics of God incarnate, sometimes they demonstrate. But the fortunate one who gather around will know, who are constantly with the Lord, they will know the maximum because they are brought as the Leela Sahacharas who participate in the Leela as being with him in some way or other, who give constant company to the incarnation. master. True, it was because Krishna was an incarnation of God. When God is born as a man, he acts that way. You see, Krishna easily lifted hill Govardhan with his hand, but he made Nanda believe that he found it very difficult to carry a footstool. Girish, yes sir, I have understood now. What did he understand? Perhaps Sri Ramakrishna is an incarnation of God. He had already that belief. These words, you are like Krishna. Yes, Krishna was an incarnation of God, that he could do that. That means I am also an incarnation of God. Girish, yes sir, I have understood you now. Sri Ramakrishna was sitting on a small couch. It was about 11 o'clock. Ram and other devotees wanted to dress him in a new cloth. Sri Ramakrishna was sitting on the small couch in his room. There is that small couch and big couch. One he is to take rest, and on the other he is to meet the devotees. It was about 11 o'clock. Ram and other devotees wanted to dress him in a new cloth. The master said, No, pointing to an English-educated man. He said, What will he say about it? At the earnest request of the devotees, he said, Well, since you insist, I shall have to agree. The devotees were arranging the master's meal in the room. He asked Narendra to sing. Narendra sang, In dense darkness, O mother, thy formless beauty sparkles. Therefore the yogis meditate in a dark mountain cave. In the lap of boundless dark, on the Mahanirvana's wave upborne, peace flows serene and inexhaustible, taking the form of the void, in the robe of darkness wrapped. Who art thou, mother, seated alone in the shrine of Samadhi? From the lotus of thy fear-scattering feet flash thy love's lightnings. Thy spirit face shines forth with laughter, tremble, and loud. In dense darkness, O mother, thy formless beauty sparkles. It is a Bengali song where the mothers, why do the people leave all the graces and all things of this world and go to some forest caves, and in the dark cave they sit and meditate? What for? So many nice things are here. Light is there, air is there, food materials are here, nature is bountiful. And what do you lack? Here, nothing. And why should a person enter the dark cave and sit there to meditate on God? The poet says here, the saint says here, the one who is gone there is seeing the light of all lights. shining in his heart with your presence. So do they go. Nibidho andhare mator, chomaku ruparashi, tai jogi dhyan dhore, hoye guho girivasi is the song. There he clearly experiences the unseen, inaccessible to humans, the glory, the beauty, the joy, which no human can have access to it. He is finding it there in the dark cave, sitting there in that inner silence. He is seeing the mother's beauty in his heart. Tai Jogi, because of that, the yogis, they go and sit in the cave, dark caves, and meditate. Otherwise, what is the need? What is the purpose in going there? And the joy, the peace, the glory, the vision that cannot be compared with anything. Whole life, a man, if all things are favorable, what he enjoys as happiness is not a small grain of sand in the huge mountain of joy that he gets. Unimaginable. Where is a mountain and where is a mustard seed? How a huge amount of joy and small droplets of joy, human joys, pleasures, happiness, everything so small. The joy of God, of freedom of the soul. Whatever you get here is you are in the prison house. In the prison house you are experiencing so many things. But in freedom, everything in abundance, in limitless, you are getting. That is the difference. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.